Welcome back. This Christmas, consider giving yourself a gift that keeps on giving, not just year long, but for years to come. Today, we're talking about your HVAC system, and if you own your home and you haven't updated your HVAC system in a while, it may be time to update that sooner rather than later. We're also going to share some ways to help you save today. We know it's getting a little bit colder, and joining us here today with more is Teresa Wardlaw. She is the president and co-owner for Cool Air Heating, Air Plumbing, and Refrigeration, and we are so excited to have you joining us today, Teresa.
Thank you, Sierra. Glad to be here.
Absolutely glad to have you as well, especially for a time like this. We are living in the South. It can be hot, it can be cold, but either way, you want to be prepared.
We layer the clothes.
You want to be prepared.
Yes, that's correct.
So in our introduction, we mentioned updating your HVAC system. How often should we be updating that entire system?
So your heating and air system can last anywhere from 10 years to 14, 15 years. I've seen them last 7 years. I've seen them last 20 years over the 30 years I've been in this industry. The difference is maintenance. Really protecting your investment by maintaining your system, having your filters changed regularly. We tell our customers if you have a 1-inch filter, you should change that filter once a month. Kind of when you pay that utility bill, change your filter. Cleaning the system twice a year, just checking the performance, you're going to get a good life out of it.
Yeah.
You know, it will extend the longevity. It's also going to help the system run at peak performance, which is going to save you money on your utility bill, with your heating and air system being the #1 offender of that utility bill. So definitely want to try to protect that investment and take care of it.
For sure. And you mentioned to me a little bit earlier that your HVAC system is one of the biggest investments aside from your home that you'll make.
Absolutely. It's the 3rd largest investment consumers make. #1 being your home, 2 your automobiles, 3 is your heating and air system.
And again, we're living in the South. It could be humid, it can be cold, and it can all happen in 1 week sometimes.
That's
and you just want to make sure your system is ready for it all so that you're comfortable in your homes. And also, there are some changes that are going to be happening in the new year with refrigeration. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So as of January 1st, we are federally mandated. Manufacturers will no longer be able to manufacture equipment with the R410A refrigerant. So the new refrigerant is a methane-based refrigerant, which makes it flammable. So a lot of changes are coming down the pipe. So they are going to have to make the equipment, they're required to have built-in leak detectors for safety, since the gas is a flammable gas. Also to make sure that all of the parts, the motors, everything is spark-free to avoid any type of explosion or anything like that. So as a result of that, we are looking at up to 20% increase in the pricing within the first quarter of 2025. So we're recommending that if consumers are thinking about or know they're coming up, go ahead and pull that trigger now. We're offering a $300 discount.
Wonderful.
To help consumers with that. They're also up to $3,800 in federal rebates, tax rebates, as well as up to $800 in utility rebates that are available. And we can help you with all of that as well.
Definitely need help, because a lot of people, especially if you're a new homeowner, this may all sound very foreign to you. You just got your house, you've already paid all, not paid, but you've done all that paperwork, and now you're probably like, okay, what is this? So even if it's let's say a new home to you, old home.
Correct.
How do you know how old your HVAC system is and when you should update that, especially if it's
That's a great question. So there's a data plate on each piece of equipment, and it'll tell you the year. If you don't know, if you just call us with that model number and serial number, we can tell you what year it was manufactured, and we can help you with that. We do offer free estimates and free second opinions. So we'd love to come out and, so you kind of get an idea of what you're looking at. We do offer financing as well for our customers.
And inspections as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Sorry. No worries, no worries. But speaking of sir, you ladies are one of the only female-owned heating and air businesses.
Correct.
Let's talk about that. I'm excited about this.
So I started in this industry 30 years ago, working for another heating and air contractor, and I loved I loved it. I just fell in love with it, and had the opportunity to start my own business, and it's what I wanted to do. And my husband is phenomenal. He's the absolute best. He's a certified mold. He does mold inspection. He's a certified indoor air quality specialist. So we really focus on a whole house approach. We want your house to be not just comfortable, but healthy for your family. A lot of people have pets. A lot of children have allergies. And you talk about living in the South, the humidity here. You can guarantee heat and humidity in South Carolina. And that's pretty much it with weather, like right now. You know, we never know when it's going to get cold. We're all trying to feel that holiday vibe, but you walk outside and it's 75, you know. So so we started Cool Care 25 years ago, and we love what we do. I think being female-owned, I'm not going to let somebody in your house that I wouldn't let in my house.
Okay.
With my
I hear that.
With my kids at home.
Yeah.
I saw an opportunity as a woman to make a difference and to really appeal to the decision makers.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm the decision maker at my house, and I'm the wear all the hats, and I don't want someone pulling up in a rape van outside my house. I'm not comfortable. Immediately my red flags, my mom flags are going up, and so I really wanted to make a change and appeal to women.
Yeah.
And I love it. We've had female technicians over the years, installers, and it's not a man's world in that industry, and it's a predominantly male industry, so it's great.
And you guys are changing the game and giving folks ease of mind. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Tell us where folks can go for more information.
They can call us anytime at 803-772-7715. We don't use an answering service. You're always going to get an employee on the phone no matter when you call. You can visit us at coolcarehvac.com.